I want to first say our democracy is the way it is because we allow it. The elite basically run the show because we allow them to. If you want to change that, the power is always with the people every time. That's not going to change. But so many of us consent to the way the system is, and then they marginalize the people that are not consenting to the way the system is, and we kind of get stuck. And then when we finally, a majority of us agree that the system is bad and we need to change it, then they misdirect people who want to change it into thinking that supporting it is changing it. Voting for it is somehow going to lead to some sort of systemic change, or maybe the systemic change doesn't come from the vote. And there is some allegorical evidence to say that, yes, systemic change does not come solely from the vote. But what I will say is the democratic corrective does rely on the vote. And it does rely on politicians' perception of whether or not they can win election or not based off of how many votes they feel they can get. So the vote is critical. It's just as critical as activism. You have to bring power to bear on these people. And when they ignore you, you have to take them out. And I don't mean physically take them out. I don't mean take a gun. I mean, literally, you have to come for them in the primary, get rid of them. And if they win the primary, if they steal it from you, don't support them and let them lose to the political opposition. And then come back next time, or even support a third party candidate and get behind that person and challenge again in that same election. But that will be the strategy towards getting your policy positions implemented in policy. It won't be supporting them and then criticizing them and talking crap about them because they don't care. We've seen that this last 5 or so years that people have been protesting a lot of stuff. You had Black Lives Matter protesting. You had the Occupy movement brutally destroyed by the police, across city to city, and by the FBI. Federal coordinating authorities were also involved in breaking up the Occupy movement. So, they've already shown that they're going to basically ignore these issues. So now, we have to kind of leverage both the vote and the activism together in sync towards some sort of goal.